Morning, everyone. 3 minutes to 9. Of course, doing the usual. Gotta wait for my computer to catch up with us. So if you come on, just come and say hi. Waiting. Oh, this is painful. Hey Sharon, how are you? Hi guys. Sorry, waiting for my my computer to catch up. I can see you guys on there. Oops, I don't know what's happened here. Oh, here we are. I see us. Everybody got a beverage this morning? A little coffee action? Hi, Julie. Hi, Sharon. Yes, Barry's with me today. Crazy. Right? Oh, it's painful. Yes, it's truly painful. Hi, Tabitha. So if you're new here, just say hi and tell me where you're from. There has been a ridiculous amount of people decided to hang out with us. So, because you guys all want to see how this porch thing's made, right? So, make sure that you tell me where you're from. Tabitha, where are you from? Hi, Julia. It's nice to see you. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. 1 minute to go, guys. Hi, Nance. How's everybody doing? Good? It's going to be a nice day. It's going to be a nice day. Hi, Pam Sangster. Good morning, Pam. London. Tabitha, you're from London. Well, welcome, London. Tabitha. Glad you could come here and hang out with us today. Gonna make this porch sign. Gonna use some power tools today for you guys. A woman with power tools. Hey, Sabrina. Good to see you. Sam Matheson. Nice to see you, Sam. Glad to see you. Okay, so it's 9 o'clock. So I want to tell you that I'm doing this unmedicated. So, hi, Ange. Bear with me, because I didn't want to take my good drugs and do this, right? Because I'm using power tools. But that's okay. We'll get through it, guys, somehow. I don't know how we're going to do it, but we'll do it anyway. So everything in the last 4 days has been a ridiculous challenge. I'll just let you know. For those of you who are new, I had a little craft, what did I call it on Tuesday? A craft catastrophe, I guess it was. So I I had something drop on my foot. And being a nurse, oh, Lexi's coming because she thinks I'm just talking to her. Here she is. Come and sit down. We're telling a story. Yeah, I dropped a very heavy object on my foot, and of course, being a nurse, I'm not going to go to the doctor, because why would you do that? If you broke your toe, they're just going to tape it to the next toe and tell you to put some ice on it and elevate your foot. And so I did that, and it didn't do any good. There was a ridiculous amount of pain involved, and it became quite colorful over 12 hours. So the next day I went to Emerge, of course. Well, I didn't go to Emerge first. I went up to my clinic, and then was I want to say rudely instructed to go to Emerge. Anyways, because I work there, you know, things expedited through Emerge, and so I have multiple fractures of, well, my toe is actually called a, I forget the word they used. It was a, basically it's crushed. My toe is basically from the mid joint up is crushed, and then I have 4 bones fractured in the top of my foot. So, obviously wasn't going to tape the toe to the next toe because there's way too much involved. So I end up with a boot. And I'll show you this boot. And I want you to know that it's not comfortable. It's heavy. It's probably, I think, like 8 or 10 pounds. This is my appendage. It's a boot. It's a boot cast, actually. Which is decorated and will be decorated further as the day goes on. So this is going to be my new friend for minimum 6 weeks. I will have to go to see the ortho person on, I think Wednesday, for him to tell me whether there's anything they can do to salvage my foot, my toe. Anyways, that's the story on the toe. Crazy, right? So it's a little challenging to get around, but I'm doing it. I'm a woman that can overcome a lot of things, and so this is just a minor glitch in my life, and let's move forward and make a porch sign today. All right, so yeah, so this porch sign says home, live, laugh, and love. Was the one that I posted, and how's the foot? Yes, what it is, Nance. Yeah, that's what I posted initially. And because of space, I'm going to make the smaller one. Okay, so I'm going to make the smaller one today just because I don't have a whole lot of room down here. So, yeah, I'm going to make the smaller one. Okay? So if you come on, make sure you say hi. There's like a lot of people here. Just if you're new, say hi, tell me where you're from, and let's get going. Let's make this porch sign. Okay, so what you want to need is some wood, and go to Home Depot and get it, or wherever you want to go and get the wood. But I'm going to make the smaller of the two today just because of how much little space I have down here. So you're going to come with the main piece, which is going to be sort of the upright piece that we're going to put the home or whatever you want on that. Hi, Jane Knight. Yeah, so you're going to need a main piece. And then you want 3 sort of pieces. So I bought like an 8-foot piece of wood to start this. And then I had cut it with a miter saw to make these 3 pieces that are going to form the planter part of this. And I think this is a really good idea because just putting a porch sign against your house or against a railing at the beginning of your house, hi Kimmer, it's great, it looks good, but the problem with it is that, hi Susie, it's tippy canoe, right? So if wind catches it, it'll fall over, which I have good wind at the front of my house, and every time I put mine up, it fell over. But if you put something in the front to weight it down, it works better. Okay. Susie, where are you from? Tell me where you're from, Susie. And then, of course, you have to put something on the bottom because if you're putting something in it, you want to make sure that if you're putting a live plant inside, like a potted plant, that you it's secure in the bottom. But I didn't want to put like a whole bottom because if you put something in there and you're watering it, it will rot out. So I put slats in the bottom of mine. And I'm going to show you how to put this together. And you're a woman and you can make this because I have power tools and I like them. Good morning, Ann. Pretty Stevens. Everybody okay at your house today? Good. Okay, so we're going to get started with this. Lexi's in my way a little bit, so I'm going to move her out. Can you move out? Move out. Get down. Okay. I'm going to do a lot of this standing up. So I might have to adjust my phone to do this. And from Listowel, Susie, nice to see you. Welcome. Hi, Rebecca Horn. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is start building your planter part at the front. So I'm just going to move this off for a second. Now I've pre-drilled holes in my, hi Annette, how are you? Good. In the front of this, and I don't know if you can see because they're quite small. Can you see that? Because I want to like build it kind of going like this. Sort of like this, right? So I wanted to pre-drill holes in order to build this. So not having splintering of wood. How's the foot? You know, the foot continues to exist, funny enough, Annette, and hopefully it gets better soon. I know I have to wear this boot cast for 39 more days, minimum, apparently. And I am using 1 5/8 nails to make this. Hi, Rudy Scott. So, and because I pre-drilled it, now I want to say that if you're making one of these, you can use screws to put them in, or you can use Gorilla Glue. You can get this at Home Depot, and you could just put a bit of Gorilla Glue, and that will help it as well. Looking good, Karen. Thanks. So I will apply a tad of Gorilla Glue here. I left the cap off this last night, so might not want to come out for me. Oh, there we go. Got a little bit of Gorilla Glue going on here. And this is, it dries clear, so there we go. So when you put Gorilla Glue on it as well, it if the nails come out, then the Gorilla Glue keeps it on there. So I'm just going to line this up, and you want to make sure that, hi Bonnie, that you line it up so that it's in place. So I'm just going to stick this underneath. You guys see this? And I'm just going to put a nail in the middle, like so. And remember, I've pre-drilled holes in this. Now this is going to be loud because I'm doing it on just a table. Got a hammer. So, Dunner. Just bear with me, guys. There we go. First nail in. And the Gorilla Glue, 39 days is not, yes it is. That's when I've decided this is going to be done. Okay, you're a little bossy. Okay, so before I put the other side on, I'm going to, before I finish nailing these stuff in, hi Jen, I'm going to put some more Gorilla Glue in. I was never good in math, Bonnie. Okay. Gorilla Glue. Like, I love this stuff. It has no scent. Not that I'm going to sniff glue, right? Well, I might. I might after we're done here, because I'm unmedicated at the moment. I didn't want to be all tippy-canoe for you guys. Bonnie, those drugs are awesome. Let me just tell you. So, okay, so here I'm putting another nail in. Cover your ears. Okay, so once you have your two on the side, then you can go ahead and put the other ones in. Karen and Barry hard at it. Yes, we are. So Barry, for those of you that don't know me, I have named my boot Barry. Why? I don't know. It was during a moment, I guess. He's a heavy guy. Cover your ears. I think I'm spilling my coffee. And then we're going to do this side. What do you see, Lex? Everybody good? So if you're new here, just say hi. Tell me where you're from. I had like 334 people share this. Crazy, right? Like crazy. People all want this porch side. I'm going to give away 5. So when I give them away, you just need to message me what color you want your base to be. That one's blue, right? And it's going to be the big one. And then what you want on it, because there's going to be choices, and I'll go through that as we get going. Hey, Carrie, how are you? Cover your ears, guys. Now, normally I would do this in my garage, right? And once again, you can use screws to do this. There we go. Okay, so that's sort of the front of my planter box, right? I want to know why your hair is like it is. Okay. So, Ange, I hope my hairdresser is not watching. I cut my hair myself. And I'm sure my hairdresser is going to charge me a ridiculous amount of money to fix it. But hey, don't care. So, like I said, I know, guys. So I may cut these little pieces. I cut it myself. And I went and got color at the beauty thing when it opened. I mean, I went a few weeks with having growth. And it was not pretty. And call me vain. I'm okay with that. I'm vain. I like to look all right, right? So I'm going to drill some screws or drill holes into the bottom of this planter. Because I want to put slats in the bottom, because if you put just if you put it just like a solid bottom on it, then yes, they're all the same size, Annie. So just take your board that you're going to start with, and it can be any size you want, right? This one I think is like 7 inches or 8 inches wide, and then just cut these 3 pieces the same length. Now, so you see how I've put slats in the bottom of it instead of a solid piece? That's because if you're going to use real flowers, then if you put a solid piece in the bottom, then it'll become, it could rot out. So if you put slats in, then if you water it, then the water will run out, right? I was thinking when I started making this. So I'm going to do the other slat. So I'm just going to drill a pilot hole. Looks great. Thanks, Ange. There's a lot of hairspray. Because it's by no means perfect, let me tell you. And then you're just going to hammer that down. Now, cover your ears. Must be in the middle of a knot, because it's not working out. That's not on my concrete. Okay, so here's where we're at right now. Now, these are going to stick up a bit. Okay, so you've got 3 sides, so they're the same size as your piece of wood, and then you're putting these 2 slats in the bottom instead of having it solid, so that it can drain if you put real flowers in. Okay? Thanks. Just asking in case I don't win one. Okay, no worries. I'll get Scotty to make you one. I'm sure he's good with power tools. Now, we have to fix this planter to the long post that's going to hold the welcome sign or whatever you want to put on it. So, this can be a challenge. So I have, once again, pre-drilled this post, right? And I don't think you can see them, but I've put the drill holes in so I didn't have to do it. Debbie Morehouse, good morning. What a nice welcoming sign at the end, Hinges. Yeah, I think so too. So you're just going to put this underneath like this, right? Like so. And you're going to do one side, then the other. Now I got to figure out how I'm going to... Wasn't thinking clearly, obviously, yesterday. Then again, I was medicated. 1 second. I'm going to use the yardie dice. So I'll use a paint. Hold it up in place. I'll put a yardie dice under there. There. So the first thing you're going to do is put some Gorilla Glue on. Can't see your comments, but that's okay. Put your Gorilla Glue on. And if you don't want to use Gorilla Glue, then just use screws instead of nails, right? And then come back. Now you've already got your pilot holes in. This is a bit high. What else can I use? Oh, I'll make it work. That should work. So I'm going to put the center one in first. Once again, there's a pilot hole in there. Just going to make sure it all lines up before you secure it in place, guys. And remember, when you're making these, you got to use some power tools. Now, just be careful if you're using power tools and you've never used them before, because you can do some serious damage to your body if you are not careful. Like safety glasses work good. Make sure you don't take the security stuff off of it. Alright. Okay. Okay, I'm standing up because I gotta fix this. So just one on either side initially, right? Then you gotta turn this around. and then do this side. And just remember, always, if you're not, you should always put pilot screws in first anyway, just to stop the wood from splitting. Okay. Whoop. Now when I do this in my garage, I have all my stuff out there, right? So it's easier for me to do it just because all my stuff is out in the garage. I like my garage. Oh. Looking for comments. Nothing like post-pandemic haircut. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, I saw you had yours done already, Nancy. That's awesome. I have mine on the 25th. Which seems like a long time. Hi, Patch. So you're just going to put all the rest of your nails in. Sorry about the noise, guys, but there's nothing I can do about it. Hi, Sandra DeCheco. Welcome. Make sure if you're new here, you say where you're from. And I'm sorry about the noise this morning. But we gotta make noise in order to make this. Okay, so your planter is now affixed to the bottom of the porch sign, right? So last thing you got to do when for the construction of this is secure your slats that you've put in the bottom. See your bottom slats? And that's because I didn't want to just put a piece of wood, because if you're using real stuff and you're watering it, then it will rot the bottom. So, just going to line these up, and I've already drilled my pilot holes, so I'm going to put my nails in. It says girls bite back. Yes, they do. I like funny shirts. I like shirts that mean something. There we go. Okay, so there is your completed porch sign with the planter. See, it doesn't take long to make, right? The hardest part about doing all this is sanding it, right? Because when you're using a miter saw, I used a miter saw, there's always like splinters and stuff, and so you have to just take the time and sand it, and make sure that when you're measuring, you have a good measuring device. Don't just wing it. Always use this. So, like, I was very cognizant of how wide it was, and I made sure everything is sort of the same. And so basically that's how you actually make it. Now we're going to go ahead, and I've already gone ahead and painted it. I'm making actually this one for my sister because she asked me, and I said okay. Actually, she was the one that told me about the planter part of it. Which, thanks, Trace. You guys think you can do this? Got some power tools? Give me a thumbs up if you think you can make this. That's made. Waiting. I'm waiting for some thumbs up. Come on, guys. You guys can do this. You don't need any. There you go. Thumbs up. We got, oh, awesome, guys. That's good. Right? Okay, so I have one already done and painted for Tracy. Well, Lex is here. Okay, sit down. Now, I made one for Annette. Annette asked me to make her one, and she asked me if I would put welcome down the center. So, I'll show you what hers looks like. This is hers actually in the back. So I decided to go because she gave me her colors, and she wanted, she has gray on the siding, it's like a blue-gray, and then she has a burgundy front door. So I went with a gray board and burgundy front door, and I threw in some flowers that I had here for her. And then she wanted the noons put in the bottom of it. So you can put anything you want on the bottom. I'm going to put Tracy's address on the bottom of hers. I hope it's right, because she didn't get back to me. But this one says welcome, and then it says the noons, right? Whoops. So that's good. Oh, I'm missing comments, guys. I'm sorry. So this is I'm gonna put this down so I don't hurt myself. So this is gonna be Tracy's, and she wanted chocolate brown, right? Now let's talk about paint, because you know me and my paint. If you're making one of these, please use outdoor exterior paint. I like the Deluxe Diamond exterior paint. You only need one coat of this, and the girls at the one I go to are awesome, and they'll mix it up whatever color you want. Just make sure you use outdoor paint. If you use outdoor paint, you don't have to use a clear coat on top of it. I like to, but you don't have to. You could just make it clear, and it comes in gloss or semi-gloss or flat, whatever. So just use outdoor paint, which I've done here on Tracy's. And this is the clear coat finish. Once again, exterior paint. This is a really good Varathane. It's a diamond wood finish. Outdoor exterior that you can use as a clear coat on top of it. So I've gone ahead and put what I want on this, and I've cut it out on my Cricut. And if you don't have a Cricut, I'm sure you have somebody that can do it up for you, or you can just hand paint it on if you've got a good penmanship, which is good. So I've already done these out and on my Cricut, and I'm just going to apply them onto here. So this is going to be for the here, welcome to our, and then I'm going to put home, and then this is her address, and then I'm going to put that on the bottom part. So let's go with this. Looks awesome. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome, Annette. I'm glad you like it. So, just going to put this down. And I take my little device here. So this is transfer tape I'm using, and I was able to get the color I wanted at Michael's. It's on sale right now this week. I think it's 6 for $5 for $6 or 6 for $5, something like that. It's not cheap, but it's good. So you gotta come up here. This on the side so you guys can see. Can you see okay? So then you just have to line this bad boy up. And I like to go about 2 inches down from the top. And what I do is just place it down. And I kind of look at it from the another angle, just to make sure it's center. Which it looks like it is. So you're just going to rub it down. And then you just want to take your little device here and rub it to affix it to your painted surface. Now this is using outdoor vinyl. So once you put this on, if it's not exactly where you want it, it's not easy to get off. So make sure when you put it down the first time, put it down where you want it, because you'll be cussing. So then you just gently peel this off. Okay. So that's the first part. Welcome to our, so we're going to put home on it. You can see you guys all. You not believe the number of people are on here. It's great. Okay. So then I'm going to take this and I'm going to put this over my H. Whoopsie. Okay, so then I want to put home on here. So I'm going to look, put my H on, want it to be in the center, just lightly put it down, so that, because you don't want to put and secure it completely if it's not centered, right? So I'm just going to tap it in place and just walk away and make sure it's centered. And that looks good. So once you get the first one on, then you don't have to do that for the other ones, but just peel that down. Now this transfer tape, and I don't think you can see it, but it has little squares on it, and I think they're about 1/2 inch each. And I know I want it to be about 1 inch down from each other. So I'm just going to line it up when I put this on, so that it's about 1 inch down from the previous letter. Actually, I'm going to cut these out. Because I don't want to take another one with me. And you can get all sorts of tools for your Cricut. I really like these like hat pins. They work well for me. Okay, so we've got to put a no on. So I know I want it to be about 1 inch down, so which is, I can judge that from here. Okay. There's Lex. Hey Lex, what's going on? Hi Vicky. Love the shirt. Thanks, Bonnie. Okay, and then take your O. So your O is next. And I just have to sort of line it up with the bottom of the H. Make sure it's in the center. Looks good. Just put it in place. So my O is down. O's down. Go M next, of course. And just line it up with your grid on your tracing paper or your transfer paper, because it's got grid lines on it. And remember, once you put this down, because I'm using outdoor vinyl, not going anywhere. So you got to make sure that it's where you want it to be. Okay, so just look here. This wants to just center it. You guys are funny. Oh, is everybody okay? Following along. Okay. And the E. E is the last one to go on. You drink. Hi Joanna. Hi Mark. Hi Lisa Lou. Good morning. So once again, this is a smaller of the porch signs. That's a bigger one. So you can see the difference between the two. Just because of space, I did the smaller one for this tutorial. Only because I don't have as much room down here as I do in my garage. So I wanted to, because I didn't want to do this in my garage. My garage is a nightmare. Looking pretty good for a girl in pain. Thanks, Mar. I'm doing an unmedicated tutorial. That will change in probably 15 minutes. And just take this off. So you can put, so that's what the home part looks like. So you can put home, you can put welcome to our home, you can put just welcome, you can put anything you want on these, right? You just have to decide what it is you want. So I'm going to put Tracy's, her address on here because she didn't get back to me on what she wanted. So if you don't get back to me, I'm going to put what I want. And this just shows that you could just put this on your front porch and it can have your address on it. So once again, using your transfer tape. Love my shirt. Yeah, I like it too, right? I know. I'm just going to lay this down here so I can, so I have to get up and move away. So I've got her address and I just want to place it on in the center of this planter part. I have to stand up though. Make sure it's centered. And just peel it slowly off, right? Because you don't want to do this quick. You just don't want to peel that off. There we go. Just put that down. Now, that is what Tracy's porch sign looks like. So it's got our address on here. It says, "Welcome to our home." She wanted chocolate brown. That's what she got. And then you can go ahead and use a Varathane if you want on it. Because I used outdoor vinyl and because I used exterior paint, you don't need to do that. But if you just think you want to, go ahead. That's just an extra expense. You don't have to do it if you use good quality exterior paint. You just go with it as it is, right? But by all means, if you want to, go ahead. And just because, you know, it's my sister, I thought I would put a little arrangement in there for her. So I did. So you can get these at any dollar store, these tin things. I'm going to use artificial for Tracy. So there's Tracy's little porch sign. Right? You can put anything you want in here. What do you think, guys? You like it? Good. Give me a thumbs up if you like it. Not hard to make, right? You guys could do this. If you want it. It only takes about, I don't know, about 3 hours in total maybe. You gotta cut the wood, you gotta sand it, you gotta paint it. I guess it takes longer than that because you have to allow for time to paint, to dry. And then, yeah, it's done. Easy, right? Easy peasy. Okay, so that's what that looks like. So, that is the small porch sign. And it's not really small. I think it's 3.5 feet. And the larger ones are 4 feet with the bigger planter box in it, right? Look at all you guys. You guys are crazy. Okay, so I'll show you what we're going to do next week. I'm going to get up. You guys are killing me with this getting up and down. Hopefully I'll be better at this next week. So next week, we are going to make a Harley Davidson wreath. Right? I know. Somebody asked me if I could make one for her, and I said I could do that. So this is a Harley Davidson inspired wreath, black and orange with the Forever Two Wheels thing on it. Can't actually do anything Harley Davidson because of course that's a copyright infringement. Yeah, so that's what we're going to do next week, next Sunday morning. Little Harley Davidson wreath. Hopefully I'll be better by then. A little bit anyway. We'll see. We'll see what that how that goes. Okay, so we're going to do the draw. Now, there was 333 shares. That's crazy. And I've got them all in this giant thing. So I'm going to give away 5 of those large planters. So if you win, could you please just personal message me what you want, because I there's so many comments and I can't go through them all. Just personal message me. So you need to tell me what color you want your porch sign, and then what color the lettering you want on it. Okay, so just think of primary colors plus gray. If you want just a natural, I can do that as well. Anyways, we'll have a conversation about that, and actually what you want to put on it as well. So you've got welcome to our home, or you have just welcome. You can have whatever you want, and whatever you want on the planter part of it. So if you want your names, if you want your address, whatever. I'll put whatever you want on it. Okay, so I got to draw 5 of these. Oops. There's so many of them. Okay, so come on up, Lex. Come on, baby. We're going to do a draw. Come on. Hi, Lex. Lex is coming for the draw. All right. So, are we ready? Are we ready to do a draw? You say hi? Okay, so the first one is John and I will take a shirt and a Porch Sign. Yeah. The first winner of this is Opal F. Opal F. I'm not saying last names because I'm just not. Opal F, you've won a Porch Sign. You can let me know what you want on it, and I gotta put that somewhere so I don't lose it. That's it to me, please, Opal. That's 1. 2. You guys are hilarious. Who's next, Lexi? Who's next? Alrighty. And the next, hi, baby. Do you want to read it? Jennifer B. Jennifer B. Not Jen B. Not whatever. It's Jennifer B. And I had to go through these because there's more than one Jennifer. Right? Jennifer B., you've won 1. And another one, Lexi. Wendy P. Wendy P., you've won a Porch Sign. Hi. Hi, baby girl. 2 more. Looks like I'll be busy next week. Penny R. Penny R. You're our 4th winner, Penny R. And last one. Whoops, this too. Okay. And our last one is Mary A. Mary A. Mary A, you have won our last Porch Sign. Okay? So if I called your name and you've won, please just message me. Don't go on here and tell me what you want because I won't get a chance to go through all of it. And I need to know what color the base you want and what color you want the lettering and also what you want on the front of the Porch Sign. So just try to do that as soon as you can so I can get those done for you. Takes about a week, I guess, a week-ish. I've got 16 on the go right now, so, oh. Okay, guys, that's it. That's it for today. Lots of kisses from Lexi. Thanks very much for muddling through today with me. I apologize if things are slow, but it's hard to get around, man. This boot is crazy. But anyways, I did it. And I look forward to seeing everybody next week when we make this Harley Davidson wreath. If you do want one of those porch signs, just message me and we'll work something out. Like I said, it takes about a week, I guess, to do it. And I need to go take some drugs now, guys. So thanks for coming in and hanging out with me for the last 51 minutes. And I will talk to you next Sunday. And hopefully, I'll be better by then. Well, better than I am now. Okay? Anyways, it's great to see everybody. If you're new to Creations by Karen, nice to have you on board. I do every tutorials every Sunday morning at 9 a.m. And I look forward to seeing everybody then. Okay? So, be safe, everybody. Have fun. Have a good week. And I will see you next week. Bye now. Lexi says hi too, so she's bored. All right, see you later, guys.